Hey, welcome to my channel. My name is Paula, and in today's video, I want to do a bit of reflecting with you when it comes to my super expensive shopping spree. I wanted to make this video to just kind of have a collective first impressions, but also reflect a bit of what happened in November 2024 when I had a massive shopping day in Paris and spent 15,000 euros. Can you imagine? Me saying it out loud feels crazy. But maybe that is exactly the point of us actually reflecting on my purchases. What do I think of them now? Were they worth it? And in general, what do I think of myself for spending that much money on one shopping spree? Let's start first with a bit of eye candy. So kind of go through everything that I happened to buy that day. I've made separate unboxing videos of all of these pieces. I've also made like more particular first impression review videos of some. So I'm not gonna go into like all what fits type of things in this video. It's more about just reminding ourselves of what I did and what do I think of the pieces now. When I went to Paris, I had received part of my inheritance. Nothing sad, nothing traumatic. If you want to know the bigger story, you can watch my original videos, but I had basically received a lump sum of extra money on my bank account. And I just decided that I'm gonna treat myself. We were anyway going to Paris, and even though it is possible to purchase stuff online, well, not all of it is what I did end up buying, but still, I wanted to test out what it feels when you don't really have to worry about everything, because my way of buying luxury, buying expensive items in general, is to save up for them. They are special pieces, something that I treat myself. I try to think of them very thoroughly. Of course, sometimes something might happen that I just end up then reselling. Anywho, this is not normal for me. Like, this type of shopping day is not normal for me. Going to Paris or whatever, going to a trip and spending this much money on shopping is not normal for me. I'm happy if that's normal for some, if that's regular, but for me, my financial situation, this is not what I do. This is the first time in my life that I've done anything like this, and it was exciting, it was terrifying. I felt good and I felt bad for spending that amount of money. And yeah, let's go to the items that I did buy. If you are a regular person here, well, you know, of course, all of the stuff that I did happen to buy from Paris. This was the first thing I bought. We went to Celine, and this was actually something that I was planning on buying anyway. I had saved up for it, so this actually went from like a different budget than the rest of the things, even though from my own bank account, but still. This is the classic size of the Triumph. I can't believe that I have this. I've actually used this always when it has been possible. Even though I did watch a ton of review videos of this and how delicate this leather is, I think it is delicate, but so far, considering how much I have used this, I haven't actually seen any signs of wear yet. Considering this is less than 6 months old, that might be good, but considering this type of leather, it's excellent. But yeah, I am super pleased with this purchase. I love this. I've come to realize that this is actually the correct size for me. I love the looks of this. I love to carry it. It's still one of the most beautiful bags I own in my eyes. I love the Triumph logo and the clasp on the bag. Just the black, kind of smooth and shiny leather with this clasp. It just does it for me. I absolutely love this bag, adore this bag. I am so happy that I have it, that I went for it. And I have to say, Celine boutique experiences have always been very pleasant for me. And I have to say, I've been to many Celine boutiques and not purchased anything from there. So I feel like they definitely treat the customer well, even though they are not there with the hefty wallet. Because this was such a planned purchase, and I basically was 99.9% certain that I would buy this. I had the money and I had the smaller version of this already, and I knew. We did this first because that was the easiest thing to do, and I definitely was not leaving Paris without this. But that shopping experience was maybe the most transactional in a way, because we went into Celine. I said that I'm looking for this. I tried on this and then the teen size, so the one size smaller, just to be certain what I'm looking for. And then they offered us some drinks and I paid for it and on we went. So yeah, sounds maybe not so luxurious, but yet again, I had been in Celine boutiques during the course of many years and tested this bag in multiple different countries. I had spent my time with this already, so it was more like, no, I'm just gonna go and pay for it. And yeah, I have to say that during the day I bought this, we went during the afternoon to our hotel room. I switched out from my bag that I bought with me from Finland and used this bag the whole trip in Paris. And after that, I've used this whenever there's a chance. So I have to say that this is like zero regrets, perfect. It's so beautiful. Oh, what do you think? Okay. The next purchase that we went for is this Chanel piece. This is mini rectangular flap in lambskin with champagne gold hardware, and the color is this type of like light blue gray, super beautiful. I'm not gonna repeat my shopping experience with this one. It is on my unboxing video. Not the best, not gonna lie. But I had been thinking of, because this was a special trip in a way, or a special occasion, I felt that I probably would never be in a position where I would be able to do these things without like massive saving operations and so on, that I would want to buy myself a Chanel piece and just kind of once in my life to try it, to buy it new from the boutique. So on we went to the Rue Cambon, and yeah, we did end up spending there quite a lot of time because it took a while before this bag even came to the desk or the counter that we were sitting on. I don't know why, but this was not introduced as the first bag there. But I have to say that immediately when I saw this, I felt like that's it. The color is just delicious. I love the color. I am really waiting for spring and summer so that I'm gonna start wearing lighter clothes, meaning I would also dare to use this one, because I have quite dark coats now in the winter. Well, when this is coming out, it's March, close to end of March, I guess, at least something like that. It might be spring somewhere. I have no idea what the weather is here now because it's February when I'm filming this. As of now, we still have some slush grayness outside. So black coats it is. Don't want to wear this. I am super terrified of getting color transfer on this bag. So I have to admit that I haven't used this as much as I've maybe wanted to use it. Just because maybe the season is not the best when it comes to my own clothing. I love black. So that being said, I don't really mind the fact that I haven't used this a ton, because I do realize that this is not an everyday bag. It's not an every occasion bag. It's also relatively small in size, so it just doesn't fit into all possible life scenarios that I have. So I am fine with the fact that I haven't used this a ton. I probably will be bummed during next, I don't know, autumn, winter time if I still haven't reached for this. But I have high hopes for spring and summer because I just adore how this looks like, and I get along with fairly small bags. So I just, yeah, looking forward to better weather to take this out. This is the most expensive handbag I own, meaning that I have paid the most for this. That is also a thought that kind of terrifies me. Because I haven't been that open to spending that much money on handbags for a long time. Like, this is a new twist for me to actually spending this much money on a single handbag. And I think out of everything that I purchased from there, this just felt the most painful and hard to stomach in a way, because it is a special occasion bag for me, and this is not a regular thing for myself to shop these type of pieces. And that's also what made it so special, to have a chance to experience it, and test out many bags and actually pick out something that draw my attention there. Because usually, because I can't really afford to buy whatever all the time, I need to save up. I am fairly certain what I want to buy, the color, the size, material, and everything. And once I've saved up for the money, then I just go and kind of have that one shopping experience where I purchase it, or then, I don't know, order online. This was something that I actually went in not knowing exactly what I would be walking out with. I had certain criteria for it, which this fills all of them. I think this is even better than what I imagined before going to the store. So in that sense, I think this has been worth it, because this is a long-term piece. It's not something I was expecting to wear every day, and it's not something I'm expecting to see go from my position anytime soon, because this is a classic timeless piece, and I see myself definitely owning it for a long time, and with that I mean using it. But yeah, so this was the second purchase of the day, and that was also quite scary because, yeah, it was a lot of money. Then we did take some time, a break from like shopping and whatnot, and decided that we actually would do all the remaining luxury shopping also on that same day, because it is actually quite draining to do this type of shopping. For me, at least, it is fun, but it is also draining. And kind of focusing all of that into one day made it possible to enjoy the rest of the vacation without this type of hassle and need to go to a certain store and whatnot. So that's what we did. And then we went to Cartier. This has been a dream of mine for so many years, and this is actually a decision I made also many years ago, that whenever I'm financially there, I will do it. So this is my love bracelet. Hopefully it's visible. It's in rose gold, and this is the thinner version. And that was a very special experience. I've actually had it on my wrist from that trip. So I put it on there and I haven't taken it out once, which means that I definitely need to keep an eye on this because I have the screwdriver in here. But this was something I was prepared, and even though like money-wise this was more expensive than the Chanel bag, it was still easier for me to accept buying this, because this has been something that I I knew that I was gonna do one day. And for some reason, jewelry is easier to digest for me than handbags. Even though I wear this every day, like this is just there when I'm at the gym and stuff, so it can definitely get bumped and scratched and whatever, and I don't worry as much because this is just here forever. This is just a not saying that I will be wearing this on my wrist from today until the day I die, because I don't know, but it's definitely something that I will own for the rest of my life. So for some reason, especially like with these rings, they were also expensive, white gold with diamonds. I wear them daily. I'm not concerned and worried and they get scratched and whatnot, but that's life. And that's maybe something that I have when it comes to jewelry, that I accept wear on them a lot easier because they are here. I only buy jewelry that I can wear daily. Of course, I have some special pieces, but with those, I mean, they don't get that much wear that I would need to be worried about them. With the daily pieces, they are just here. And if they get tarnished or scratched and whatnot, that happens. And I kind of seem to have the same thinking when it comes to this bracelet. So maybe you can hear from me that this is not a regret either. So far, none of them have been a regret, which is good, because oh my god, if it would be. But it's not really a good example for myself that I don't feel bad of spending this much money. But yeah, so I just love the bracelet. Every day when I see it, it just makes me feel good. And I think that's then a great purchase for sure. I usually tend to wear long sleeves, season and all. It's not visible all the time. I don't mind. I feel it. It feels great. And I can't still believe that I own the bracelet after dreaming it for I don't even know how many years. But yeah, definitely here it is, and would recommend shopping at Cartier in Paris. This was a lovely experience, at least. And then the final thing, this is the Goyard Varenne. Well, it says wallet, but it has a crossbody strap, so wallet on a strap, I guess. This was also something that I kind of had on my mind, but I hadn't like made up my mind 100% that it's gonna be this one and in this color and so on. So we went to Goyard. I tried on a few different pieces before finding this, and I actually love this. It's funny. It has the Goyardine canvas with their print. It's not really special that way. It's very much like a wallet from inside, but the practicality in this is crazy. It fits a phone either inside or even in the back pocket. I can have a separate key pouch as well. There are card slots, zippers. I mean, I think this is the best actual wallet on strap that I own. Like, yes, this is a wallet on a chain, but this doesn't look like a wallet, does it? It looks like a mini bag, versus this actually looks like a wallet. I love the fact that this canvas is weatherproof. This has gotten wet so many times already and nothing has happened. I really enjoy wearing it. I love the casual look on this. My usual wardrobe is relatively casual, and this fits so well into it. And well, this was the least expensive item on whatever I bought. So yeah, happy with this one as well. But I have to say that after the day when I had done all of these expensive purchases, I have to say that at the end of the day, I couldn't really believe what had happened, because this has never happened before. It felt unbelievable. It felt like it wasn't my life. I was so excited, but kind of, I don't know, loss of words that this was actually my day and I was able to live that day, and definitely cherish this experience, because I do not take it for granted. I do not expect this to happen to me anytime soon, if ever again, where I was able to behave this way. I wanted to also make this video to kind of show that even if there was a lot of shopping that was done, there still was a thought behind everything. And even if it felt a bit drastic that I just spent like 15,000 euros, saying it still feels bad, that it still was kind of a thought out process. And this time it just, I allowed myself to indulge. And I'm not saying that everyone should allow that to happen, because massive consumerism is a problem. And I feel like, especially on these type of platforms, this is not really the type of influence I want to give. But yet again, this is me being authentic. This is my channel. This is kind of what happened. And the best part, one of the best parts of having a YouTube channel is to sharing these moments with you. And that's what I wanted to do as well, without feeling bad. And I didn't really feel bad, but it still kind of has been a thought in my head that what if someone understands me in a wrong way and thinks that I'm promoting this type of thing. I definitely don't promote massive spending and expenditure and reckless shopping behavior, which I just showcased that I did in Paris. But that this was just a special moment for me, and hopefully it is taken that way. Okay. Any questions that you have had during this long monologue of me trying to showcase my thoughts, or anything else you would want to add or know about this? Let's continue in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in my next video. Bye.